Welcome back here to PM Edition. It's 10 before the hour, and that always means it's time to look at the tropics.
And of course, we are watching Tropical Storm Katrina. And joining us now is hurricane expert Dr. Steve Lyons. We had 4 big events in Florida last year, and this is really not shaping up to be one of those, with one caveat. What is that, Steve?
Well, it's the rainfall potential. We're always worried about rainfall with weaker systems. Even if it becomes a Category 1 hurricane, the wind won't be the big impact, but potentially the rainfall will be. Now, here was the track up until just a couple of hours ago, and now notice the direction of motion west at 9. That's that turn we were talking about. The wind's still 45 miles per hour, and we looked at this pattern. We saw this elongation east-west. We knew that was going to make it turn to the west. There's a core of circulation right in there, that little circulation of very cold cloud tops. The winds out around here relatively light, so the wind core is going to be a very small area. If you're not right in that wind core, you're going to say, what tropical storm are you talking about, Steve? But you'll know the rainfall is there because the rain will be increasing overnight in South Florida and continuing the next day or two, depending on how slow that system moves. That's the big problem. If it moves slowly, we're going to have a real big problem. Now, there's a circulation coming into view on the Miami radar. Right now, it's about even with Fort Lauderdale, moving basically to the west. We expect that track generally to continue. So generally, the Palm Beaches, Fort Lauderdale area are probably going to see the stronger winds out of this system, but the heavy rain will spread all over South Florida over the next 24 to 36 hours. Now, here's our projected path, taking it basically to the west into southeast Florida, crossing the peninsula. Now, there's a possibility it won't get all the way across and it'll come up the peninsula with heavy rain all the way up the coast, but right now we're thinking it's going to come offshore and then come up into the Panhandle, bringing some rain there as well. Possibility for hurricane before landfall here, possibility for making hurricane again in the Gulf of Mexico over the next 24 to 36 hours. In the meantime, the remainder of the Atlantic, if you're heading out that way, is good news. We've got this one low pressure system far away from any land, so that's not going to bother anybody but high seas shipping. And in the eastern Pacific, we have some high surf lingering in Baja, high surf coming up in Southern California, but Hurricane Hilary is going down very quickly. As a matter of fact, it's going to be already below hurricane straight with 65 miles per hour. Carl, Jennifer.
All right, Dr. Steve, thank you so much. While this country is bracing for rains from Katrina, the situation overseas is pretty bad. More on that coming